Peace, y'all. Peace. Let's agree to stop raising our children through projection. All right, so it's gonna be a good conversation, family. Just giving it a moment to let you guys come on. Hope everybody's doing well today. And rain is starting up now. And rain started pouring as soon as I went live. Goodness gracious. So today, family, I want to talk about how we raise our children through projection, okay? Please share this content. If you have a child, please share the content. Tag your child, whatever you want to do. Tag someone who has a child. A lot of times we can't see that we're doing something wrong or incorrectly because we were raised that way. And when we were children, we knew it was wrong. But then we grow up and become our parents. So we get programmed so much that we get desensitized to the very things that we knew were wrong inherently as children. So by the time we're adults, we're completely desensitized to things that we could sense as children, but we can't sense now because we're numb to it, right? We're desensitized. So we're going to talk about that today. Stop raising your children through projecting on them. Most of us raise our children through how we see them, not through how they actually are. Okay, and so our children are often mistreated. And I don't mean you walking around doing them dirty or treating them less than you treat your other children. I don't mean you're intentionally mistreating them, but you're mistreating them if you have sort of diagnosed them with a behavior. And that's not their behavior. So you're treating them according to a behavior that you projected onto them. I'm telling you, if you're wrong, you're going to screw your child's psyche up. All right. And so we're going to talk about that, family. How to stop projecting on your children. So if you guys feel that you have been projected on as children, give examples of that, please. But I'm going to give one. OK. Have any of you guys ever been raised by a guardian or parent, grandmother, anything? That literally would look you in the face and say, you look sneaky. You look like you sneaky, right? And so now they treat you like you're sneaky. Anything that comes up missing, you're the blame for it because you look sneaky. And a lot of times you didn't do anything to deserve this. They are looking at your facial appearance, your demeanor, your structure, and deeming from that you look sneaky. Take a little girl whose body begins to develop early, okay? A parent or a guardian will tell her she's fast because her clothes are sitting on her some type of way, fitting her some type of way. This little girl does not know that she's pretty, has not even taken it into consideration. She doesn't know that she's attractive or has a body or has a developed body or a developing body. She doesn't know anything about sex, and yet the parent or guardian is projecting onto her or asserting onto her through projection that she's fast. And if you think that, how are you going to treat this little girl? Like she's fast, right? And so we see this a lot. We treat our children in certain ways based on this idea we came up with. And this is just stuff we come up with, family. Just come up with on the fly. Now, this is all projection. You have no proof to validate what you're asserting on your child, but yet you're going to start carrying yourself through this projection and start treating your child like your dream, like your made up idea of them. Now, here's the kicker. This is if they didn't do anything. Let's just say they did. Let's say the parents are saying, well, you don't know my child. I've seen them steal. I've seen them lie. I've seen them be sneaky. Okay, got it. Do you change? Behaviors that you once displayed, have you evolved from any of them? Have you changed at all? The person that you are today, are you exactly the same as you were last year, the year before? What about before that? So let's just say your child does lie. You catch them in a lie. Now we treat our children like they can't tell the truth or that they always gonna lie. It's unreal because we're not forgiving to our children. And so we'll have friends and family who lie to us and we'll forgive them, we'll let it go. We'll ask friends and family to lie for us, depending on if it suits us or not. And we don't even take into account that they're lying because they're lying for us. But if someone lies to us, oh hell, ego bruise. Now they're a liar. But they're not a liar when you ask them to lie for you. They weren't a liar then. The person they were lying to, they weren't a liar then. Just when they lie to you, that's when they're a liar, right? And so we have these type of dynamics and standards that we judge each other by. But when it comes to our children, let them lie. Let them lie for a reason like you asked them to lie for. What if they lie for one of their siblings to protect them? They don't want them to get a whipping. They did something, so they try to cover it up. That's reasons why we lie, right? Someone shows up at our house, the police or something asking for us, we're gonna lie and say we don't know who or what, right? We're gonna stand completely against that. We're gonna cover for our friends, especially when they're wrong. If someone's looking for them, we're gonna deny that we know anything about it because that's our friend, right? Now, when your child accesses these same emotions, sympathy, and they try to express that and they lie to protect someone, you say they're lying. And now you whip everybody. You whip everybody in the house and you feel like you're parenting the correct way. Now, I'm not saying that lying should go undisciplined. It should be disciplined. You should discipline that act. But at the same time, should you hold your child to that act and pretend that they are nothing but a liar? They can't tell you the truth. You can't trust your child. And I mean, think about how we treat our children after we catch them doing something, family. We don't really let them outgrow their mistakes. And I mean, a lot of us, we'll forgive spouses and everything. So your child will see you go through many things and let it go and rise from it. But you raise your child the way you think of your child. So if you think less of your child, you're not gonna raise your child the right way. You're gonna be mistreating your child if you think less of your child. Now you have parents who deny their child, who deny that their child does anything bad. You know what I mean? And so while their child is doing so many things bad and inappropriate, they deny that their child does it because they say my child is completely different around me. So I do feel that we have parents on both sides of the spectrum. I feel that we should be honest with ourselves. If our children are showing certain types of behavior, like lies or deceit, anything like that, it doesn't mean that they're gonna be liars or deceitful, but we do have to focus on the behavior, but not penalize them for the next 5 to 10 years due to that behavior that they're showing you today. Some of y'all done lied already and y'all ain't even had breakfast yet. So if you raise your child like, that's funny. That's funny, man. Some of y'all done lied already today. Y'all ain't even had breakfast yet. But if y'all child lie, y'all act like y'all child the worst person in the world. I'm telling you, if y'all raised yourself and judged yourself to the same standard y'all judge other people by, you'd be a lying, conniving, cheating, misleading asshole, wouldn't you? Because it's easy to judge by behaviors and actions that we see. We don't get to be in people's heads and know what they were thinking when they did it. So we're going to judge the action. We don't give a shit what you was thinking. So if you could be thinking protection, but if a lie come out of your mouth, you a liar. That's how we see it. We don't care. We don't care. If you lie because you like to be approved of, you like for people to think highly of you. So you may tell a white lie. You might lie about somewhere you went or lie about something that you have or own or people that you hang out with, acquaintances. You lie and you fluff up or boast your life to a certain degree. And if people find out, oh, you a liar, it doesn't matter that you feel insecure about yourself, and that's where the lie roots from. That's where the lie is rooted. The problem is that you lie, and really, we should care more to dig to the root of the problem, because everyone lies, but we use religion to act like people don't. Lies is like top priority to us. You're a liar. We hate lies. We do. We can't deal with nobody who lie, but everybody lie. It's what's the reason that you lie, right? Do you lie to deceive? Do you lie to mislead? Do you lie to steal? Do you lie to hurt? Do you lie to use? Of course, those forms of lies are wrong. Do you lie to uplift? Do you tell someone that they're beautiful even when you don't feel that way personally because they asked you? Yes, you would. You might tell somebody they look nice today if they asked you. You might tell your wife that she doesn't look fat in that dress if she asks you. And even if you think so. And so we don't count those as like necessarily lies, but your religion does. Like, you're going to hell for that. If you go around like uplifting people's spirits with lies, your lying ass is going to hell. You understand that? If you walk up to people like you could do anything that you put your mind to, all right, keep on going around lying to folk. You're gonna burn. Seriously, you're going downstairs, man. You're gonna be with the devil for the rest of your entire life because you was lying. That's what your book say. Yo. Ain't that funny? You're gonna be on there forever. Like, that's how we act like God, right? We act like God. God is supposed to be perfect, right? And so we say God is perfect, and so God can be the ultimate judge. He can put you in hell for an eternity for what you did when you was on earth for a few years, right? And so even though you don't have the understanding of him, he judges your ass like you do have the understanding of him. And he judges you with a penalty that is non-revocable with time. Like, even if you learn your lesson, your rehabilitation does not end. It's forever. Yo, it's he who has no sin cast the first stone. Okay, God has no sin, and he throw the hell out that damn stone, won't it? Nolan Ryan. Yo, this man would judge you so harshly, yo. You are never getting out of hell. And that's how some of us parents, we behave like gods when it comes to our children. They are never getting out of hell. They're never getting out of that bad place that you're going to put them in mentally. Your mental hell, they're going to have to stay in that mental hell, likely for the rest of your life. Your child's going to be in their 20s, and you still going to be calling them a thief because they stole your damn Fig Newton out your damn pack when he was 7, and now he a damn thief. He's 37 years old, and you still calling this man a thief because he stole one of your Oreos. Really, he ate an Oreo, but your ass said stole because you bought a whole pack of Oreos with a house full of children, and you didn't want nobody eating them but you. And then when they went stole, and here you is whooping ass over a cookie. A Oreo. Listen, yo, how you lie to your kids about religion, Easter, Christmas, the tooth fairy, and they get mad when they lie back to you. Y'all are the most conniving, hypocritical parents I ever seen in my damn. Y'all put out presents and everything and write on your damn gift from Santa Claus. Bake cookies, pour out milk, damn it, do all kind of shit. Y'all ass will go through a whole spectacle to lie to your damn kid. But if your kid lie to you, they the worst kid in the damn world. You're the worst parent in the world. I promise you, yo, if children because children are so forgiving. You cannot show up in your child's life, show up at 18 years old, and they'll forgive your ass because they want a relationship with you. Ain't that crazy? You can put your child through the ringer. When your child is born, you're not a professional parent. You're an asshole. You're literally an asshole. Like, you don't know shit. You're ignorant as shit. It's your first child. Both of y'all flying by the seat of your pants. Neither one of you know what you're doing. And you got to figure this shit out together. But you're going to raise your child like you're a complete expert. Right? I don't got to explain nothing to you. I'm the mama. I'm the daddy. You the child. Stay in your, I know more than you, you little, fuck you. Yo, if our children treated us like that, I swear to God, yo. A lot of your damn kids, when they find out Christmas is fake, they should never forgive your dumb ass. You understand me? When they find out y'all been hiding Easter eggs and shit, trying to convince them, they been carrying on this damn whole ritual with y'all fake asses. Not forgiving, yo. I can't stand your ass, daddy and mama. You a liar. Now how about that? You stole my sense of logic with this damn mythological bullshit. I stole an Oreo cookie from you. Okay, cool. Call me a thief. What that make you? You stole my ability to think by giving me bullshit to believe in without substantiated evidence. That's you. That's you, mama. That's you, daddy. When you said I could go to my friend's house tomorrow, you knew I couldn't go when you said it. Because I know you. I know when you say some shit, it ain't true. I'm going to ask again because I'm hoping. I got faith. So I'm going to ask again tomorrow because you said maybe tomorrow. But I knew when you said that shit, you was lying. See, you look sneaky, mama. You look sneaky, daddy. Before we get in this place, don't ask me for shit. I ain't got no money. Yeah, you do. Yes, you do. Because here's the thing, daddy, mama. I watched you buy some bullshit you ain't even need. You understand me? You bought you some liquor yesterday. I saw you come home with some damn alcohol. And today you telling me I can't have an airhead? Because you ain't got no money. Really? Okay. You a liar, mama. You deceitful. Yeah, that's exactly how it should be. Is that not a fact, yo? We raise our children as if we are perfect, judging them at every turn, telling them where they are wrong, not realizing that we're programmed and desensitized and we're mistreating them. You don't even know your damn child. You do not know your child. A lot of times, man, many of us need to ask our questions. Do I love my child because it's my child? Like many of you will say, I loved my child before they were even born. And I bet you did. I loved mine. I loved my child as soon as I laid eyes on him. I bet you did. But now you got to get through to that personality. Okay, so now look, of course it was instant love at first sight. But people can tell you, love at first sight, you still got to have some depth to that. Understand and know your child. If your child is 10, 15 years old and you still saying, I love my child because that's my child, I compliment my child because that's my child. No, man, you don't even know your child. You don't even know your child. Like, what, do you love your child through relationship and understanding? Or do you love your child because you're responsible for them? I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong. Of course, we love our children. But have you ever actually asked yourself, do I love my children for who they are, not for the title or the role that they have in my life, not for the value that they bring me through being a parent, right? Do I truly love my child? Love them? Do I love my child? Do I think about my child? Do I think about what's best for my child? Do I try to pour into my child what I know now, right? You're gonna die one day. I'm gonna die one day. Do you try to pour into your child what you know now? Like, life is a relay. So your child is the next version of you. Your child is you. So why don't you give your child everything that you know that's good and right and prepare them for being the best version that you could ever be? Instead of judging them like you better than them. They are your ascendants, not your descendants. They are your ascendants. They're not your descendants. Because your children have an added ancestor, which is you. You and the person you made that baby with. So because they have that added ancestor, they actually now have one more person, one more body, one more vessel filled with gifts and personalities that they can draw from that you can't. So your child has a little bit more than you do. Sure, you have inside of your being the skill sets and abilities of everyone who came before you. But your child has all that plus your spouses, plus their lineage. They are the better version of you if you prepare them for that. They are not your descendants. You're not descending. Every time you have a child, that child is equipped with more DNA because you had to combine with someone else to create that child. They are ascending, family. And so when you look at that young child, they have all the tools that you do. You just can't see it right now. They're not your height, no. They're not your age. They don't have facial hair, no. But your child is going to grow up one day to be you. Give them the best that you can give them so your child can go the furthest they can go. Do you understand? If we're raising our child as if we haven't made mistakes and we're raising our child as if we're right about everything. If I assume something about my child, it must be right. No. No more being a parent, being a tyrant as a parent. No more, because all you're doing is preparing your children to go be bullied. That's it. They're going to be more susceptible to being bullied out here because you're prepping them for that. So you can't look at your child and be like, fix your face. Boy, I swear if you cry, I'm going to give you a reason to cry. Right? And just staring at them. Fix your face. Fix your face. Right? And don't cry. You punking them. You punking your child. For what? You whooped them. And now they can't cry. You whooped them and you brought them pain and now they can't cry. Why you punking your own child? Because whenever they go and that bully do that same shit, they prepared for that. They used to it. And now you whooping them for not responding to the bully. Go to school and be brave. Stop being scared. Who put that fear in them? You did. Think about it, family. You better not lose. You better not go to school and be scared. If somebody says something, you better say something back. Really? Do you provide that in your household? Do you provide the ability to retort in your household? To explain in your household? Do you provide that as a parent? It's don't talk back, right? And I'm not saying every person on here today, but most of us do. Your children cannot talk back with you. You know good and well they don't have a voice. Your word is your word, and that's it. So you're running your child with your mind. They can't even offer any type of insight or perspective to who they are and who they were in that situation, you think you right about everything. And you building off of a faulty premise. They look sneaky, they look fast, they look like they'll tell a lie. They have lied, they have been deceitful. You didn't catch them in it, and now you treating them with a behavior that tells them you don't trust them. And if you keep calling your child a thief, when they become a thief, how you gonna be mad at them for becoming a thief? And you've been telling them that the whole time. You've been telling them they sneaky this whole time. And you believe in the power of words, right? You do, right? If you do, then why tell your child they're sneaky? Why tell your child they're fast and they don't even know what damn sex is? They're singing a song and they say the lyrics to the song. You pause the radio, tell them to explain what the song means. They don't know, and you whoop them. You call them fast. But many of us can go back right now and listen to songs we sang as children, and we didn't know the lyrics to them, and we know those songs. You can start singing those songs right now in your mind, and you're going to know the lyrics, and now you'll say, damn, I did not realize they were saying that. So the child's mind does not do what your mind does. If you're calling your child fast due to singing a song that you know the meaning of the song to, you're probably going about this inappropriately, because your child likely does not even know the words or know what the words mean. So now you're punishing your child up because of your understanding. You're using your understanding to punish your child. Angela says they don't pay rent, they don't have no say-so. See that? And because they don't pay rent, they have no say-so. But what about life? Why is it about rent? What if you lived in Cuba? Let me just ask you a question. What if you lived in Cuba, where this country has no rent? Everybody lives for free. Right now, they don't make the money you can make in America. They are a third world type country, but you don't have rent. Now, can the children get a word back? No, because it's not really about the rent, is it? It's actually about your ego. And that's what parents do. We use every single reason to pull rank, right? You don't pay rent in this house, so you don't get a word to say back. But really, it's because you're the parent. Really, that's what it is. Because when they move out, they still can't get a word in edgewise. Can they? Because you're going to tell them, I don't care how grown you get. I don't care if you get big as a house. I'll still put you down. That's what you're going to tell them. I brought you in this world and I would do what? Many of you already know. So we can say it's because you don't pay rent. If you had a child star and he paid all the damn bills, you still wouldn't let this child get a word in. Let's be real. It's your ego. Your child cannot speak back to you, have a word, get a word in edgewise, contend with your faulty premise, compete with your made up projection on them. They can't tell you you're wrong for your diagnosis on them. And it's your ego is why. It's not because they don't pay rent. It's not. It's your ego. Just like it's that man's ego when he tell you he the man of the house. I'm a man. Yeah. It's ego. Because your word is still valuable. Your opinion is still valuable. It doesn't matter if you pay rent. That has nothing to do with a sentient being explaining to you how they feel, how you're making them feel. Nothing at all. So we raise our children in this way, and we're not really thinking about the long-lasting problems, the residue that comes with that. So your children leave the house already being ridiculed, and especially on here, family. If you melanated, this is the last way you want to raise your children, because you're preparing your children for the exact world they're living in. You should tell your children that people are going to look at you and they're going to base your personality off of your skin tone, the melanin in your skin, child. When you walk into certain places, they're going to think that you're stealing. And it's not going to be because of evidence. It's not going to be because that you've done nothing to deserve it. But son, daughter, the world is just programmed. They don't even dislike you personally. They can't even help that they think you're going to steal. Sometimes we do it to each other. Melanated people get afraid of melanated people. Melanated people lose trust in melanated people because we watch the same TV shows that project the same images. So we do understand why a person who's not the same color as us, the same tone as us, can definitely be convinced that we're evil and violent, because we can grow up in a house full of nothing but loving people who look just like us, they're melanated just like us, and even we will be convinced that that's how melanated people carry themselves, because programming works. Now, if you raise your child by saying, you look sneaky, you look like you're going to steal something, you look deceitful, girl, you look fast, okay? For black men, You're going to send your children out in the world where they're used to being treated this way based on their look. And it's exactly what you said. You look like a thief. You look sneaky. How does your 7-year-old child look sneaky? How? They just sitting there minding their damn business. And I'm saying this because I went through that, family. I once had an auntie pull me over at a bank and tell me to rob that shit right now. She said, because you weren't going to do nothing but end up in prison anyway. And she pulled over at the bank. It was on a Sunday. The bank was closed. But she pulled over there and was like, get out. Go ahead. Go. And was just yelling at me. Go. Get out. Go. I just broke down crying because it was just like, damn, you trying to tell me to rob a bank? I can't even remember what it was about. I know she was accusing me of something I didn't do. But I'm 37. I'm 38 now, and I still remember that shit. It still hurts me to think about it because I'm like, how would an adult pull a child over at a bank and tell them to rob the bank because they ain't going to be shit anyway? You evil ass person. Like, what can you be going through as an adult to put that on a child? Like, find somebody your own size to do that shit to. Don't do that shit to a child you are. It's something wrong with you. And I had to experience that. And it's something wrong with a lot of y'all too. Y'all be so mad and your child becomes your punching bag. And you sitting here saying you love your child. And I'm not denying that you do. You love your child. You go home and make your husband your punching bag. You make your wife your punching bag. It's crazy because the people who are the closest to you, that's the ones who become your shocks. Your shock absorbers. You give them all the impact from shit that you go through. But then the strangers, you act like everything's cool and fine. You turn the face, I'm good, I'm okay. You go home, walk in the house with the person who love you, and here's the attitude now. They ain't even did shit to you. You will make them the reason. You will find a reason to get that anger out. You need an outlet. And don't make the people that you love, especially your children, your outlets. Now, you're doing this shit to children, and it's not right now. And the same thing with your daughters. Your daughters are going to go out into this world where they have a totally different standard on them. And so you're already telling her she looks fast. So you're preparing her for that. You understand? And so now she's going to be treated a certain way due to her body. When she goes to school, they're going to tell her she can't wear certain clothes that the other girls wear. And this happens all the way until even if she became a teacher. So as a student, she'll be treated this way. As a teacher, she'll be treated this way. You know why? Because women get held to a ridiculously high standard, and we find every reason in the world to assert a character at them through any damn thing that they do. Watch this. I'm able to hop on this live, right? I'm able to hop on this live with no makeup on, right? No foundation, no lipstick, no eyeliner, no nothing, okay? No one's on here criticizing me. But if a woman did that, y'all be asking where is everything that comes with it? You would. That's how women are treated. Men don't have to do that. We don't have to worry about things like that. Y'all have to worry about if lines are showing under y'all eyes, so you'll put on foundation to cover up certain lines, because of course your skin gives off your health and your youth. So women are made to believe that they have to present themselves in a certain way, and so they'll lighten up under their eyes and do little certain things and little tricks to bring out their skin and enhance certain features. And if they don't do this, men will be like, how you gonna get up on here and not have makeup on? How you gonna come outside and be looking like that? How you didn't do this? How you didn't do that? And it's like, you realize that you're doing this due to standards. You're using a standard to say that women should carry themselves a certain way. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, in the end, what happens is you're not even trying to get to know her character. You're only asserting, if she comes out without makeup on, now she's sloppy and now she don't care about her presentation. What if she don't want to wear that shit all the time? What if she says, I don't care about, appealing to a certain, like, pleasing y'all? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, she's beautiful on her own. She doesn't feel the need for all of that. But it's going to be a world of people who are judging her, telling her how she should look, how she should dress, right, and carry herself. And that's going to be, followed with that is going to be some type of assertion, some type of personality or character assertion to go along with it. And women always having to watch their moves and every little thing they do because they're getting shit said to them, and threw at them. And a man, if he looks at a woman and he thinks she's fast because she has it's two women walk by, they have the same exact thing on, but one of them has an amazing, ridiculous shape, right? She's the one that's fast. It's not because she's actually fast. It's just because she appeals to his eye more and she's sexy to him. So if she's sexy to him, then she's trying to be sexy. You see? Or how her sway. If she's walking and she's walking her walk, she don't even see him. Why you got to walk like that? You know what you're doing. Are you just trying to be seen? Do you like what you see? Why are you asserting now that she's trying to be seen? You see what I'm saying? And then now you get to treat her a certain way. So a lot ladies, if you wonder why a man walked up to you and treated you lower, and it's due to something that you had on, he's treating you a certain way due to projection. Okay? Ladies, if a man comes up to you and he's not dressed a certain way and you deem that he's not worthy of you or doesn't have anything because he's dressed a certain way that day, you're judging him based off projection. You're living a dream. The ideas that came up in your mind, you're projecting onto them. You think it's true, and it may not necessarily be true. You see? So I'm on here right now. I have this shirt on. I have this scarf on my head. I have this on. And so if you see me, you'll say, what type of person will wear stuff like that, right? And you see how I'm dressed. And so and when I have this attire on, someone's going to treat me more professionally, right? Someone's going to treat me more seriously because I have this costume on. And this costume dictates how people treat me. You see? Because it's a fake world. If you see someone in a doctor outfit, they don't actually have to be a doctor. You're going to treat them like a doctor because, hell, you're programmed. See how that works? And so someone can walk outside wearing anything, and that's going to dictate how you treat them if you're not living your life under a spell. Wake up. Everyone deserves respect. Everyone does. You don't know who you're talking to by the clothes they have on. You don't know who your children are by the faces they make, or even by attributes that they've presented. If anyone has a right to be sneaky, to lie, to do those type of things, it's a child. And the older they grow, the more you can wean those things out because they're just learning. Now you can say, don't do that. That's wrong. In this world, that's wrong, right? That's wrong. And they don't know. So they haven't had if you're 30 something and you're still lying, that's a problem because you should have developed a mentality to where you don't need to lie to people anymore. You don't get whippings no more. See, your child lying because you're going to whip their ass. You lie for no damn reason. You lie for no reason. You lie because you a punk. That's why you lie. Nobody can whoop you anymore. And you still lying about your damn life. You still don't want people to know who you really are. You understand? Like, come on, y'all. Be real. Y'all know y'all liars. Y'all be completely lying. Y'all be lying. Y'all be lying about who y'all sleeping with, cheating and shit. Can't nobody whoop y'all. Y'all grown as shit. And y'all still lying, hiding your phone and shit. Buy some shoes, hide them so your man don't see it because he gonna fuss at you. So you got shoes hiding in the damn garage. You got clothes and shit folded up and stuffed under shit because you don't want them to see you been buying and ordering shit. You sneaky. It's you. If your child is sneaky, they got that shit from you. So however you treating your child, treat your damn self in that exact way. All right, look in the mirror and be like, you sneaky motherfucker. Whoop your own ass. You know how when you whooping your kid and you miss and hit yourself and that shit hurt worse and you be like, damn, is that what I'm doing to my kids? Do that. Miss your kid and hit your damn self. Understand? You know how when you mess with somebody, you bringing them energy that they don't deserve it. Miss me with all that. Miss your kids and hit your damn self with that belt. The next time you get ready to whoop your kids for some shit that you know you do, take that damn belt off with keep that same energy. What am I? God damn it, what? And whoop your own ass. You the donkey of the day. It's you. That same energy, yo. Look around and shit. Yo, hey, do the same shit. Your kids should run in the room like, what's going on, daddy? You in there and see you whooping your own ass. Because you won't even be real with your peers. And they can't whip you. You won't even be real with your peers around you. And you calling your kid a liar. You're the liar, though. It's you, though. It's really you. It's so funny, man. I'll be like, there's 2 more licks, right? You miss and hit yourself, you got to hit them an extra time. And that shit hurt. I swear the momentum speed up. Because there's no way you hitting your child that damn hard. That is abuse. I don't whip my kids. But when they was real little, I was on that shit. I thought that was the way to raise kids. You know, I would miss every now and then. Now, I ain't with my kids today since they was like young. So they don't even remember it. But I do remember whipping my kids. And I was whipping one of them, and I missed and hit myself. There's an episode of Family Guy where there's this guy, he goes around like stabbing people. Like he stabs people, right? And Joe Swanson, he got the dude arrested. Now, Joe Swanson, he been getting all these people arrested. And so he got a lot of criminals in prison. So Joe ends up going to prison. And so now he got a lot of criminals who ready to get Joe back, payback, right? Now, y'all probably seen this. So if y'all saw this, let me know. But Joe going to prison, and he sees this person who always stabbing people. And he gets put in the same cell with the guy who's in prison for stabbing people. He's a serial stabber, okay? And he told Joe, he said, I'm going to be right here at like 4 or 5 o'clock, right? And if you in this cell, I'm going to stab you to death. I'm going to kill you. And so right before that time came, Joe ended up getting released from prison, right? And here comes the inmate walking into the cell to find the cell empty. No Joe. And so the inmate's in the cell, and he has a knife, and he's like, he lucky he ain't here. And I guess he get curious. So he go to himself. He said, ouch. He was like, damn, is this what I've been doing to people? I deserve to be here. He didn't realize he deserved to be there until he stabbed his damn self. So he been going around stabbing people to death, killing them now. And he didn't realize that he deserved to be locked away from people until he stabbed his damn self. You understand me? So what I'm saying is, it's when you hit yourself with that belt that you realize you're a child abuser. And you need to go, just turn yourself in, call the police on your damn self. 911, what's the emergency? I am over here beating the shit out of my child, and the pain is not parallel to the behavior. I didn't realize I was hitting them with all my might until I missed a hit myself. I'm going to need y'all to come pick me up and take my ass to jail. Yeah, I'm a bad parent. Yep. Hold on. Okay, I'll hold. Hurting like a mug. It hurt worse than when you was a kid getting whoopings, don't it? How you whip yourself harder than your parents whipped you as a kid? And you deserve it. 9 times out of 10, you deserve to miss and hit your own self with that belt. For real. Because you mistreating your child. You're mistreating your child. You're not with the intention of mistreating your child, but you're treating your child the way you see your child. And likely that's not how your child is. You've projected onto your child, and you're raising. So ask your child for forgiveness. Show your child that you do mess up, that you are not perfect, and tell your child that you are sorry for how you've been raising them. Tell your child that you're genuinely sorry for projecting onto them and creating these characters and putting them on your child. Like, genuinely look little you in the face and heal them from that trauma now. That is you. And the shit that you can't get over because it was done to you as a kid, you have the power to relieve your child from that shit. Now, your parents might not realize what they did. They might not come back to you and apologize. So it's on you to just forgive them. Now that you're an adult and realize they didn't know what they were doing either as parents, because our parents, none of us on here, most of us on here cannot say we were raised perfectly. So we know parents aren't perfect. We know parents don't know everything, right? They fucked us up, didn't they? So likely you're contributing the same type of shit to your kids. So if you truly love your children and you don't want them to grow up with psychological trauma that you did, because you're going to raise your child up with the intention to protect them, but really the one that's giving them all the trauma that they need healing from is you. So you're the one saying you love them, but you're the one beating their ass. So your child is being raised by the very person who beat them. Like the only person who can beat them. Like you're the only one whooping their ass. The only one, but you're the one that love them. You messing their psyche up. And then you mistreat them and you say things to them that's not easily forgotten, really mean things because you believe them. You're projecting onto your child. And you never ask for apologies because you think you're above that. You think that your role means that you don't have to apologize when you know you're fucked up over things your parents did to you. You know this. And you know an apology would have definitely helped. Them saying I see it differently now would have definitely helped. And they didn't give that to you. So why would you put you through the same thing? Why would you put little you through the same thing? Why would you do that? Love your child like you love you. If you don't want someone speaking to you that way, don't put that shit in your child. I always say I'm going to give the best to my child, the absolute best, more than anyone deserves in this life. Your child deserves your best. And so we'll give everyone else our best, from our boss man to our peers, man, to our husbands, spouses, and everything. But your children deserves everything that you have to offer. They deserve it. They don't have to earn it. They deserve it because they are you. It's theirs anyway. Your knowledge belongs to them. That is their inheritance. And we've been taught that inheritance is material things. Your child's inheritance is all the good shit that you know, all the righteous stuff that you know. Give that to your child because you are not promised tomorrow. And why would you die with all that beautiful, amazing shit in your head that can help your child? And if you go, who's to say that someone's going to come along and give your child everything that you already retain? I think it's beautiful. We reincarnate in these vessels, but we don't get to come back with the information. And I think it's because you already have it. You in your parents' vessel. You are your parents. You replicated yourself into your vessel, and now you walk about Earth. And the other versions of you, your parents, your grandparents, great-grands, aunts, uncles, friends, family, we're all one. They have information. The information that you had when you died. Right? When you left the first time. Learn from them. Learn from your family. Raise your children up as if they were yourself, as if they are you reincarnated through you. You cannot go wrong like that. If you raise your children like you are raising you, with all the love that you wish you had, with all the potential, even pressure if need be, apply it. Pull greatness out of them. But try your best to prepare your child for this race, because life is a relay. It's a relay. It is so you can pass on what you know to your child and they can go even further. It don't stop with you. And then your child sees how far they can get from the starting line. No, your child's supposed to be able to start wherever you are. You meeting your child, you giving them your baton. And then they get to go from where you are today, with your mentality today, your knowledge today, your money today. And they get to go be you with all that you had. And if you don't prep them for that, they're going to squander it, lose it. Prepare your child, family. Let's stop projecting onto our children. Let's make it a thing. If you know anybody who struggles with their relationship with their child, if you struggle with your relationship with your child, if you know anybody who their relationship with their child is strained, they can't get along, please tag them to this video. I promise you, they will hear something in this video that they can help take and apply to their family life and instantly bring about healing and change. Be the adult you needed as a child. Absolutely, Linda. Absolutely. We said some jokes. A lot of you guys laughed. We had a good time. But most of all, I really, really hope that you guys got something from this. Please do not carry yourself like you are holier than thou. You are not. You are not perfect, family. We mess up too. And our children need to know that we know that, because they already know. You're not going to convince them you perfect. You don't have to be here long before you realize it's a fucked up place. And even the people you love the most will let you down. Even the people you love the most will lie to you, i.e. parents. And they know that. Your children know that you have lied to them. You can't convince them you're perfect. And so you're holding them accountable to being a liar when they know you're one, but they can't tell you you're one. Now you look like a hypocrite because you're telling them they're not supposed to lie, but you're lying. You're mistreating your child. You understand? Dope, Tim. I'm so glad. If you guys got something from this, please let me know. If it did do something for you, please share the content. It does not hurt to light another person's candle, and you could be saving the world. You could be saving someone else's household and someone else's reality by sharing this video and this content, man. Because if it did something for you, who's to say it won't do something for somebody else? We need to be better. If we better, they'll be better by default. All right, family, take it into your hands. Take control and change the way you change the way you treat your children. Change yourself from the inside out. Change your mind. Wake up. Stop projecting on our children. All right. Thank y'all so much for just sitting here and listening, man. Because again, it takes a tribe, right? And someone asked about my beard. No, it's just my beard. I don't do anything to it. I've been growing it for like a year now. February, actually the 28th was my full year. I believe it or not, when I went through cancer, my beard actually fell out. it wouldn't grow. Big old gaps, like especially one over here, like a whole side of my face, it would not grow. You can see pictures where I would grow it like just right here, but it wouldn't grow. And I've never actually let it get this long, but it took me so long. It took like a year or two before my hair would start back growing. And when it grew back, I was like, I'm never cutting it again. I was just so happy to have my beard back and to be healthy again and my facial hair growing. And I just haven't cut it since. I probably won't. I probably just let it grow for a couple years. But yeah. But yeah, it's just my beard, family. People be asking me what I do to it. I wash it all the time. One of my biggest secrets is when I wash it, while I'm shampooing it, I put oil in it. I use beard oil while I'm shampooing it, because when you wash your beard or your hair, period, you're washing out different nutrients. So when you put beard oil in your shampoo, it absorbs faster right back into your beard, so you're not washing any of that out, and your beard just looks more full, shines more. And I think that's maybe that's what really helps it out, family. Before I was doing that, it would look like this when I first washed it, but then throughout the day it would start drying up and look brittle. And I think maybe it's because I wasn't restoring my hair. So fellas, if you're on here, when you wash your beard first with shampoo, of course, but then re-shampoo it back up, and then put a little bit of beard oil in there, and then wash your face with the beard oil and the shampoo at the same time. And you'll notice a difference as soon as you wash it out. You know how when you first wash it, it feels real soft, and the texture's a little different because you've been washing it with warm water. Well, now when you put the beard oil in it and you get out and you feel the texture immediately after, it feels like your hair, but just wet. So it still feels thick, and the texture's still the same. Not real soft, like it's going to dry up and get hard. So from there, just put your beard products in there, and then it won't dry up on you. It'll stay lively. It'll stay like flourishing, beautiful. Well, anyway, family, thank you guys for watching the content. I will do a beard tutorial. People have been asking me about my hair wraps too. I will do that, family. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. And again, share the content. Please share the content. Facebook, I don't know what they're doing, but they're not allowing me to reach as many people that are already subs. So if you can for me, I will consider that great. If y'all do share the content for me, it would mean a lot. And thank you guys so much for the stars. And I really, really hope that thank you so much. I hear you. Again, thank you guys so much for listening. And I really, really hope that we take something from this live and start doing it, because our children need a better version of us, family. All right. And we need a better version of us. So let's take the time and start giving our children what we need. Okay. Be evolution. Be the change that you want to see. No candle loses its flame from lighting the other. And if you were to ever find yourself in the middle of chaos, it is in that chaos that you found yourself. Peace.